Hi, and welcome back to another 5 Minutes with James. Hope all is going well for you so far this week. Today, we're going to carry on the conversation from last week where we started the process of looking at your annual plan and what the next 3 months as a planning process in your business is going to look like. And I mentioned at the end of that the next step is to look at a financial plan and starting to think about your financial planning matrix, your bottom-up financial planning approach, and getting a really, really clear financial goals for your business as you start a financial year as of the 1st of April here in NZ. And I want to touch on a bit more detail of that today in our 5 Minutes with James. So our approach to finance and financial planning is called the bottom-up financial planning method. And if you've been on our blogs, if you've been on some of these calls, or you've been involved with us in some way, shape or form, that bottom-up financial planning may not be new to you, which is great. You know what to do and you know how to get ahead. If financial planning and the bottom-up financial planning is new to you, then below is a link to a video that I did a couple of years ago on the bottom-up financial planning approach and how to use our financial planning matrix tool in your business. So please jump down there, have a watch of that, and I'm sure that will give you some clear guidance. But that is the first thing, which is the completion of the financial planning matrix should be, in our opinion, the first thing you do when it comes to financial planning. And in that, what you are deciding is what is the profit that your target that you're aiming to make? What are the key percentages that you need to run for cost of goods, for wage management and for overheads? And then all of that done will determine and define what your turnover target needs to be for the business for the next financial year. And as I said, learning more about that system, you can jump on the link below and go to a video and watch that. If you've been in our community for a while by way of coaching or you've been involved with our online courses, you'll know about the bottom-up financial planning process and the matrix, and we'd ask you as part of the next 2 or 3 months leading up to the 1st of April to make sure that the first thing you do is to complete that financial planning matrix. Then from there, you may have some different approaches. For those of you who are doing open book management, your next step would be to start preparing what your scoreboard is going to look like for the next financial year. Now, they may include changing some of the key lines on your scoreboard. It may be adding more lines, but I'm sure there's a number of lines that have worked for you this year, and it's important to keep those on. And then thirdly, it's starting to think about the overall budget for your business and what you might put into, for example, your Xero accounting program, and those numbers that you want to produce to go in there to marry up with your P&L on a monthly basis is so much easier to do once you've completed the financial planning matrix and when you've done your scoreboard, your open book scoreboard. Without doing those 2 steps, doing your overall budget for your profit and loss and for your accounting software program is just that much harder. And for most people, it's quite a bit of guessing that goes on without that pre-work that we'd encourage you to do. So those are the 3 things, just to summarize those under the next couple of months leading up to the 1st of April. Number 1 is the completion of your financial planning matrix, your bottom-up approach to looking at the critical numbers, the big numbers of your business. Secondly, it is to do some work on your scoreboard and making sure that the scoreboard you have for the next year is relevant in terms of the lines you put on there and is going to help you achieve those results that you put in your matrix. And thirdly is the preparation of the overall budget that would go into your accounting software so that when the P&L comes out, remember in the P&L we want 3 lines. We want forecast or budget, we want actual, and we want the variance. And you won't get that variance component of your P&L unless you have done the work of putting your budget in there. So hopefully that helps. Remembering there's some key links below. We'll also add in a couple of blogs that might help you with your financial planning matrix. And if this is an area of your business that you feel like you need a lot of help and support, please contact us to look at some coaching with us, or I'd recommend our level 4 courses. Both of those do focus on financial planning if you're wanting to gain more knowledge on making sure that this is the best year for financial planning in your business. So thanks for joining me today on this 5 Minutes with James, and I look forward to seeing you next week.